What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Loreena McKennitt and her 1985 album Elemental. Thank you again to Michaela. And the next track is Stolen Child, which sounds very unpleasant. Now, I can conceive of non-literal meanings, the idea of someone's childhood being stolen or stolen away from the world they wanted to inhabit because their parents got divorced or they had to move away from friends and familiarity. So I could conceive of ways that don't involve actual kidnapping, but obviously that is a meaning that comes to mind when you look at a title like this. So given my current understanding of Loreena's songwriting and her use of imagery but also thematic meaning, I wouldn't be surprised if it does function on multiple levels. But yeah, it's an intense title to look at, so let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Loreena McKennitt. The tune is Stolen Child, and it's from her 1985 album Elemental.
Deep's the rocky highland, the smooth wood in the lake. There lies a leafy island, where flapping herons wake. The drowsy water rats, they weave keen a fairy vats, full of berries and of red stolen cherries. Come away, you human child, to the waters and the wild, with the fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than ye can understand. Where the wave of moonlight glosses, the dim quiescence with light, by far our father's crosses, weaving golden dances, mingling hands and mingling glances, till the moon is taking flight. To and fro we leap, and chase the frothy bubbles, while the world is full of troubles, and is anxious in its sleep. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with the fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than ye can understand. Where the wandering water gushes from the hills above Glencar, in pools among the rushes,
Another fascinating, artful, and lovely tune from Loreena. So to start with the sonics, I really noticed the lute. Was it a lute that plucked like stringed instrument? Definitely when the cellos came in, that was a very sweeping and beautiful moment. But the lute or whatever plucked instrument that was, I don't think it was just an acoustic guitar. It didn't sound like that. That was the most atmospheric element throughout the tune. And the little stars, as I was seeing them, I don't know if those were bells or chimes, but those certainly gave a bit of a celestial feel, as well as a fantastical feel, which I think is directly related to the lyrics, though I could be wrong. More on that in a moment. But yes, her voice at a couple points in particular, just smooth and beautiful. She does sound very Celtic in this particular song. And the overall atmosphere is very mystical, but also seemingly very natural, which is a bit of an interesting combination. But it feels like walking among a forest at night under the stars, seeing the waters, the rivers, and so on. Now, lyrically, I'm in two minds. Like, one interpretation that seemed to be unfolding as I was listening is like, especially using the phrase human child as if drawing a distinction between some other type of child or being spoken to by non-human fantastical figures. I was thinking maybe it's the idea of withdrawing or being taken from the human world, which is full of troubles and evil and difficulties and strife, maybe symbolized by those intense dog barkings that I think we heard at the beginning of the track and at the end of the track, and going into the waters or the skies or some other realm that is more fantastical than that of Earth. But then I was thinking, maybe it's actually about growing older, like, again, your childhood being stolen because you're becoming aware, you're understanding the troubles and the strife and the discord that characterizes so much of human and especially adult human affairs. So I was thinking maybe again it's being like drawn out of your warm, welcoming and complacent childhood by the realities of the actual world. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm more inclined to see it the first way, the idea of this being some fantastical, magical, or mystical tale where a human child is being exposed to some other realms or taken away from their humanly setting. But as I said, it felt like maybe there's a larger metaphor at foot about, coming of age or becoming aware of the imperfect world around you. Either way, another beautiful tune and very compellingly arranged. Once again, her use of non-standard instruments and very esoteric or almost medieval type of arrangement seems to be a hallmark of her material right back to the beginning with this album, even though we've heard, an album more than a decade after this. But yeah, just a really cool tune from Loreena. I'm curious to hear what people have to say. Let me know, and I will see you next time. Peace.